Hey everybody, happy Friday. I'm bringing in my studio here and show you what I've been working on the last couple weeks. This is why I haven't posted anything. I'm getting ready to set up shop at the Durham VA, so I'll be there for 1 week a month. And the thing is, as you know, I do mostly signature series stuff, which is goes to somebody and I never see it again. And I didn't have any inventory to sell, so I had to build some inventory. So I took about 6 weeks off of doing my signature series stuff, and I built a bunch of inventory. I'll show you some of the stuff I've got. So look at this. This is a nice big piece here, walnut. You can see it's got carved in veteran. So it's just more generic stuff, but I mean, it's my stuff, it's my art. It's just not for anybody specific, but isn't that a beautiful piece? Look at the cracks in that wood. It's really, really nice piece of wood. I made pieces for pretty much every service out there. Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, even the Space Force. So I came up with a new idea. I wanted to make some coins. So I built these coins on little cedar chips. So on one side, it's got the Space Force / Star Trek symbol and Guardians. And the other side will have a different alien, and they'll all say Space Force on them once I'm done. But yeah, so I didn't use any kind of known or suspected alien species. I just kind of used my imagination. And I also made magnets. Thank you, Michael Wilson, a friend of mine, gave me the idea to make magnets. So these are those rare earth mineral magnets. They stick really well. And you can see we got a bunch of different crazy looking aliens on there. Okay, moving on over. So I made these racks. The racks actually took more time than some of the artwork. But just putting the prices on there. I just wanted some low price point things. These are going to be just a few dollars when I'm done with them each. But these are cool. Little skull magnets, or skull compasses. So you got a little compass on one side, and my skull's on the other. These, when they're done, they'll kind of look like this right here. I think I've decided I'm going to carve veteran into each one of them. So it'll be like one of my skulls with veteran on it. And they'll be magnets. They're all magnets there. And then I got the idea, since this is the VA, I wanted to make some stuff for like doctors, nurses, VA police, the staff. So I haven't really done any of them yet, except for one prototype here, a little VA police. But got some cool ones like that, 19th group. I had a bunch of ribbons, from when I was an NCO. I didn't know what the hell I was going to do with. So I decided to make each ribbon into a little coin. And those are pretty cool. So got, I cut out a bunch of patches and stuff like that. So pretty much anything, and it did just go up, in size and shape. It's a little bit more expensive, but still trying to keep the price point really low. Because I know, a lot of guys at the VA, they just don't have any money, really. There's a lot of dudes that were drafted to Vietnam, spent a couple years in the military, got out, and didn't really have a very affluent life as far as money goes. And I don't want to have stuff that they can't buy. So I made, stuff at the price point that I think people will be able to afford, as well as a bunch of my bigger stuff. So you can see This is my workshop here. It's where I do like a lot of the detail work, carving, my carving tools right here. This one's going to be cool. So it's basically, I took a hacksaw, cut a bunch of wrenches in half, and I'm going to use them to make these signs right here for mechanics. The skull in the front. Thought those would be pretty cool. And these are almost done. I still gotta put lettering on them or carve combat action badge into them, but these are pretty cool looking. And I did a bunch of CIBs too. These are pretty awesome. There's a 3D rifle on there. CIB, combat infantryman badge, overlaid over one of my signature flags on a piece of cedar. Marine Corps. You know, these are smaller ones. Again, lower price point. Hopefully they'll sell at the VA. This is really nice. Just on a piece of a 1-inch walnut. Got airborne on it. Beautiful piece, I think. All the way carved in. All right, this is where I do my clay work over here. You can see I got some stuff drying. Some more aliens. Yeah, pizza boxes. These are the best for like keeping letters in and sorting stuff. So, you know, you gotta be creative. Polyurethane. Oh yeah, use a lot of that. This is my collection of different colored markers that I use for everything. Liquid nail. Can't live without liquid nail. I use that to stick pretty much everything on. Here's some more stuff here. These clocks. It's pretty cool. U.S. Air Force. A piece of cedar. Hang it. One Nation Under God. Big chunk of cedar there too. This is a piece of driftwood I found in the river that runs through my property. I don't have any clue what type of wood it is, but when I cut it open, it was really cool looking. And I carved a flag in there, and I carved "We the People" in there. I thought it came out really nice. Stands up, you know. You can stand it on your desk. I'm making a whole series of these things. These are little like pen holders. This isn't polyurethane yet, but you can see the flag on it. And you just, you know, put holes in the top so you can put pens in it. So I thought that was pretty cool too. And yeah, little coins like rank, so you can pick your rank. I know some guys probably got out PFC, right? Yes, Marine Corps, little skull on there. Here, like P-38s. I figured these things will fly. Guys, remember them? Built a little Bronze Star with Valor. Or just a regular Bronze Star. You got that. And then let's see, made some compass necklaces. So these are kind of cool, right? You got a skull on one side, a little compass on the other. Bunch of these, just little vet coins. You know, I'm trying to keep a rack for like just $10. I figure they'll fly off the rack, hopefully. But yeah, you can see the mess of me. This is this is what it looks like to create stuff. Everything's everywhere. But yeah, so that's a little bit of the process, and show you some of my work. I will I'll post some more stuff once I set up at the VA. I'll definitely get a post out showing the display. It'll be a lot more impressive, I think, when everything's up. I've also got like tons of littles, I call them, like smalls that I made. That are, you can see Korean Corvette, and Navy SEAL, GWAT vet, so just different ones like that. But I think I've got plenty of inventory. So that's it. If you like my stuff, go ahead and read above. Contact me, and let's get you something something going. I'd love to do a signature piece for you. Oh, one more thing. I also do custom. So this is, my signature stuff from the stuff I've posted in the past. And now my production series, that's what I'm calling this stuff, this line of less expensive stuff. But I also do custom work. So like this piece right here is done for a guy. He is a police officer. And you can see, and the thing is, he had a coin, and he asked me if there's something I could do with the coin, right? So the coin is right here, and it spun, right? It spins. So what I did was I took it and I mounted it onto a really beautiful piece of cedar. As you can see, this is a really cool looking piece. It's got that weird edge to it. And I thank you, by the way, to my buddy Raymond Rowland. He gave me a tool that I was able to use to carve out real easily the indent so that the coin would spin. So that's pretty cool. So you get to see both sides of the coin on there. And it's got the name of the place that he works and his badge and all that. So I thought that was pretty cool, and you can hang it. It's all set up to hang on the back. And even with my signatures, just like my signature stuff and my custom stuff, I always make a coin. So I made him a coin too. It's got his name on one side, on the sides, 82nd Airborne Division written on there. And then all the way on one side, and U.S. Paratrooper on the other. Yeah, so if you like my stuff, go ahead and read above, contact me, and I'd be glad to make you something custom, one of my signature pieces, or you can buy any of this stuff here. As usual, free shipping anywhere in the continental United States, and I will ship anywhere in the world. So give me a call and let's talk. All right.